Well, I tell you, mailbags is falling everywhere. Again, from eBay claws. Stick around. Okay, here is the first one. Wonder where it's from. Okay, this, and I ask, please excuse the cough drop rattling around in my mouth. This is a laugh mic, but itsy bitsy teeny weeny. I'm going to have an adapter to do what I was wanting to do with it. Just change that out to a different end, if it can be done. I don't know. I know this is a XLR Mini, I think is what that's called. And my sound recorder has, I guess, a regular XLR input. So I had to see what I can find about that. But anyway, I was thinking about using this with the H5 handy or handheld sound recorder, and so I'll see what I can work out. I know I've got another one that came in that I was thinking about using. It was a Temu. This right here is like I think it's maybe a high-end one. Got it for a couple $2 on eBay. Yeah, I know. What do you get for a couple $2 on eBay? But anyway, so that's item number one. Let's check out the next one. Amazingly enough, this is from Amazon quality, and this is screws. Oh yeah, okay. This is a screw, a little tiny screw set, because I got a camera, which I haven't done a review on yet, but I think maybe or maybe not the mailbag may have been shown at some point. And so these are different screws than what I thought they were. These right here are like sheet metal type screws, but that's fine because I've needed stuff like this many times before in the past and didn't have them, so now I got them. Comes with a handy little tweezer. And here's all the different, I don't even know if you can see that. There's all the different screw types that's in there. But, well, I'm gonna put that back in there. This is the one that I was really looking for, because the camera, and one of the reasons why I got it so cheap was because it was missing screws and it's got other big issues with it, but it works. So I'm not complaining one bit. But it is a ZV-E10, but missing several screws in the body. And so I'm hoping this kit actually has a screw that will fit. So there we go. Now that does not fit flush with the top. And I see some of these are flatter-ish top. Anyway, so the screws fit. Awesome. That's cool. It's missing like 6 or 7 screws. And it's got some other issues. But if you're wondering if you're missing any of the screws on the outer case of at least the ZV E10, they are M1.7 screws. Now, the length I'm going to need, I don't know if it's going to be 3, 4, or 5 millimeter, but they are M1.7. I'd like to ask you if you find this interesting, or if you feel led to, that you would like and subscribe. All right, so here we have the last item, and I don't think it is the least, in my opinion, if this is what I'm thinking it is. Lens. So this lens, the only thing is this lip on the front of the lens is cracked, which scares me only in as, was this dropped? You know, exactly what? You know, what's the deal? So this has autofocus, zoom capabilities. It is, of course, a Canon lens. It is a Canon zoom lens, EF lens type, 75 to 300 millimeter, and it is a f4 to 5.6, and I don't know what the 3 means. AF and MF. Don't know what that does or what that means, in all honesty. And that is the mount on the back, which this won't mount directly to, or not supposed to mount directly to a, yeah, see, it's much bigger than a Sony E-mount. But this adapter that I showed in a earlier mailbag should, okay, so it's got the white dot, because a Sony lens has got a white dot on the side of the lens to show you how to align it to put it in. And a blue, I mean a red dot apparently on Canon lenses to show you how to make those up. And so the Canon lens fits up to this, and this fits on the Canon E-mount. And let's see, it's locked, push the button, and she's unlocked. So let's see if the lens works. And we can do that with, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but which camera? Let's do the 6000, I'm sorry. Don't even know the cameras. So, toss this baby in there. And we'll start off, well, I already got it turned on. Let me turn it off. All right. And I want to look at the firmware version in here, because I understand it's a 3.21 firmware, which I think maybe all of them are at that, but the newest firmware is, at least for this one, I believe it is 3.21. And if this is below that, I'm going to do a video on updating it. And I think all of the Sony cameras is probably about the same. Okay. Just questioning myself for no reason. All right. Then the Canon lens, which is a big old mammer. Let's turn it on. So the autofocus is apparently working. Okay. Just kind of putting it off to the side right now, just looking. Can't wait to get outside and take a look at these things. Movie recording starts with movie button. I'm not trying to record anything, but anyway. Okay. No card in there, so I can't record anyway. So the camera works. I mean, the lens works. So that's on auto. Oh, never. You know what? I'm a goober. I'm a goober. I'm a goober. I'm a goober. I'm wondering what MF means. Well, autofocus. Let's put it on manual focus. Okay, so yes, we are on manual focus. So yeah, there we go. Hope y'all can't see that, or it's not interfering. I'm actually getting a phone call on my phone while I am videoing this. So, and that's the purpose of all of these cameras, because I'm wanting to get away from stuff like that. So, and this is kind of cool. You got a mount here and a mount here on the A6000. So, I foresee this weekend some of these lenses getting some workouts with the cameras to just kind of see how things happen. So you're gonna probably see me talking about and doing stuff with cameras that you haven't even seen me do a mailbag on yet, because I'm so excited to actually have some real cameras to work with. And yeah, okay, great, they're used and abused, and you know, they're cheap because that's what I can afford. But you know what? It don't bother me. Don't bother me at all. So awesome. That is great. So I'm looking forward to kind of checking some of that stuff out this weekend, experimenting with this, and I would really love to end up with some more just versatile stuff like this, like Canon lenses that I can use on that, and just different stuff. And I think I've even got some Minolta A-mount lenses that I picked up for, you know, next to nothing, that I use an adapter to put on them, because I like to experiment and check stuff out and see what's what. Stuff like this is cool. Now, it's a big old heavy lens, so it's not something that I would want to just bounce around with, but I really wanted it because it had such a large zoom. The only other one that I've got, which is kind of used and abused, is this Sony, and in comparison, I mean, you can look at them, they're about the same. It's a little smaller, but I mean, anyway, this is a 55 to 210, and this is a 75 to 300. So, shiny stuff. You know, I stop. I pull over in the middle of the road to pick up shiny stuff in the middle of the road. I've almost been killed before doing that, but hey, you know what? Shiny stuff. So, I am, what will people say, stoked. I am stoked about this. This came with one of the cameras. And I don't know if that's an expensive, cheap, or what, but it works. I am, again, super excited about what is coming up in the future. Well, in more ways than one. But anyway, so that's it. That's all I've got now. This is kind of the how would that say, pièce de resistance? The pièce de résistance. Maybe. I don't know. You judge. So this was the biggest thing on this video. If you're still with me, and I haven't bored you to sleep, or if you're still awake, really, still awake, that's the one. I'd like to tell you that I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you. I see guys my subscribers is here and one person unsubscribes, and it actually bothers me. It really does. For no other reason that I wonder what I did wrong. So I appreciate absolutely every single one of you, and I appreciate your time and that you spending your time here with me. I thank you, and God bless.